What does it take to be a great educator? There is a quote by William Butler Yeats stating, "Education is not the filling of a pail, but the igniting of a fire." In other words, education is just not about acquiring knowledge, but igniting the passion for learning that lasts a lifetime. Learning is continuous, and it is an ongoing part of our lives. For my teaching philosophy, I want to empower students. I want them to think outside of the box, be creative, accept diversity, continue to learn, and be all that they can be. I am devoted to make a difference in students' lives, just like my fourth grade teacher made a difference in mine. My fourth grade teacher was Miss Roberts. She was the first African American teacher that I had, and she encouraged me, motivated me, and made me feel seen in the classroom. And that's how I want my students to feel as well. In the classroom, I will be supportive, motivating, challenging, and a role model for all. I will create the learning environment that my students need to grow and be successful to reach their full potential as scholars. I am committed to continue to learn and grow professionally, to enhance my teaching skills, to give my students the best of me, which does follow in line with the ISTE Standards 2.1 as a learner. As a teacher, you will continue to learn. After you graduate, after you get your degree, you're still learning, you're growing professionally. You have to keep up with the times. So with that change, technology is changing. Technology is growing. So it's great to incorporate it in the classroom with everyday lessons. One way to incorporate technology in the classroom is using sites such as Dreambox and Prodigy for students in math. These two sites are sites that allow students to play games while mastering skills in certain standards. Teachers can assign certain standards to students or groups to help them master certain skills. In my classroom, I use Dreambox and Prodigy in group rotations. So while one group is with me, in another rotation, another group can be working on Dreambox. So Dreambox is based off of that student's level. The more they play, it'll give them questions based off of their level. And then as the teacher, it allows me to see where they are. Amazing. Technology is also great in other aspects in the classroom. I have a son that's in the 6th grade, and anytime that he has to submit work or turn in something late, he is able to email his teacher and let her know or him know when it is submitted. And that is great, teaching students how to use email, how to send emails, how to receive them. It's all a great learning concept, and technology is involved. What else do students love? TikTok, and that's great for technology. Let's say students want to create a video to help them learn a math song about money or multiplication or adding or division, and then they can share with others, and that also might help them as well. It's also good for science experiments. This will allow students to share experiments with other students, allow students to see how things are made or put together. It's all great with technology and networking. And students are enjoying it because they're being recorded doing it. They feel like they're a part of something great. That brings me into engagement. Students are so engaged when technology is incorporated. There's this game that I play with the students called Jeopardy online, where we go online and I'll put one half of the room against the other half of the room, and then they'll answer multiplication questions or division questions, and they're all into it, intrigued, and learning at the same time. It's wonderful. Technology has so many benefits in the classroom. I recently went to a math training where we were discussing division and multiplication and how to incorporate and have the students engaged in the classroom. They gave out little manipulatives, and then we watched a story online that broke down different problems and allowed us to do with manipulatives. When I get to that unit in math, my students are going to love it. And without technology, I would not be able to incorporate that in my lesson, not only using the computers, but the smart boards in the classroom. Those are amazing. Lumio on the smart board allows students to come up and play games for math, reading, science, any subject, and they're engaged, they're learning, and playing games. Students will have all access to technology in the classroom. They will have Chromebooks that were provided for them by the school. If for some reason a Chromebook is damaged or broken, I have desktops set up in the classroom for students as well. The smartboard is another form of technology for the students to use in the classroom. And they love the smartboard, whether we're playing games or watching clips from different science things or math things. The students are engaged and involved. I think technology has come a long way and it's great in the classroom. Even down to Google Classroom or Canvas, being able to assign students work through those sites and then they're working on them and you can message them, you can grade. Everything is on there and it's interactive. Interactive learning is hands on, it keeps them involved. They're constantly learning. Another great technology app that we use in our school is Class Dojo. It's a great way to communicate with parents. It's a great way to communicate with them personally, where you're just messaging them, or as a classroom. Like, let's say you wanted to plan a party or you have a project coming up. You can post and all the parents would be able to see it. So technology has evolved to a point where it is very helpful in the classroom for teachers, students, parents, admins, everyone. So let's not stop using technology. Let's encourage the use while also using pen and paper at the same time. As of right now, my educational setting, I am a third grade math and science teacher. I plan to still be a third grade math and science teacher after graduation. I really love what I do. I feel like it is my calling, and I've enjoyed every moment of teaching. And these are the students that I do it for. They encourage me and motivate me just as much as I love to encourage and motivate them.